Kia ora, good morning, welcome to Life FM. Josh and Keenan.
Hello.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very
You know
much
what,
for
bro? It's
having
not
us.
fair, eh? I mean, these guys are just too solid. They got song after song after song. It's just not fair that the talent spread in individuals. You and I didn't get anything.
Nah, I know.
And these guys. Good morning, Josh and
That's
Keenan.
very kind. That's very kind.
Do you ever worry that you will use up like all your good ideas at once and you're like, should I spread this out? Like if you come across like, maybe you do like 3 like absolute bangers and then you're like, man, should we sit
we
back
should
on a
save
couple
that
of these?
for next- yeah.
All the time. We definitely feel like that.
You're like, will I still have the magic in a year's time?
When we write a project, we always have like we need to have at least this number of bangers, and then the rest of the songs they can go around. As long as we got a couple of bangers, then it's okay.
Actually, you bring up a good point. One of the questions I wanted to ask you about, you said when we write the songs. So the group is quite big. Who's in charge of writing? Who gets final say on the writing process? Keenan?
Yeah, it's literally Josh and myself kind of drive it all. And
Okay.
thankfully we have a pretty simple like sign-off process because obviously with a church there's a lot of people involved. So we've got a really simple process of just we send songs to our pastor and he either gives us a thumbs up. He doesn't use many words when in his replies to
He
us.
gives us the hands up.
Give us an emoji.
Yeah.
Or he'll say,
He's never had to be like, the song is theologically inaccurate. You can.
we have checks before that.
Has he come back and critiquing and given his own feedback? And
Sometimes we just won't get a reply, and then
Okay,
the
all right.
message is quite clear. but thankfully, it is a nice and easy process of either a yes or a no, and only one person to kind of get it signed off
That's
for.
pretty cool.
It does help us in the creative process. That is nice and simple. It's not like all these different sign-offs and big processes and stuff. It's quite simple. So thankfully, that helps us.
So the EP is called Desert River, and then the first song, Living Water. Definitely a theme here.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
kinda-
a lot of water stuff?
Yeah. Is that kind of continued right throughout the album, or is that just kind of coincidence on those first 2?
Yeah, so the river was our theme for our church conference this year. So we were kind of writing about that, and it was inspired by Ezekiel 48, where it talks about wherever the river flows, there is life. And so all the songs we were writing, we felt like they were really just bringing life to our church. And so that's why we called it that, just to capture what it was all about, really.
Yeah.
do you get any roadblocks when you come to that creative writing part of it? You know, do you go, okay, we need to step back? Or how does that happen when you're trying to find the right words to write?
That's a great question. And that's the challenge, which is part of the reason why we love writing. It's what's next, and specifically for us, we're writing in the context of a church. So we're always trying to ask God, what are you wanting to say to us as a body, and us as a church. And so that kind of makes it easy in a way, because we're not just like waiting for something to fall out of the sky, or we're trying to just come up with good ideas. We're just really asking God what he's wanting to say to our church, and that really helps to kind of simplify the focus, I guess.
Yeah, and time to time, we'll feel the Lord kind of saying something around a particular theme, and at the time it won't necessarily make sense, but then we've learned to kind of follow that instinct, and then it'll be 6-7 months later until the songs kind of come to fruition. But then at that moment, it's like perfect for the season that we're in the church. So it is, a cool kind of prophetic element to it as well that keeps it exciting and very scary.
We had another group in earlier, the Northern Outpost, and they had a harmonica when they played live.
Oh, how can we follow that?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
they've got a kazoo in your back pocket or
You've
something.
really set us up here, guys.
No, but have you heard of an acoustic guitar?
No.
Oh my
No.
gosh. No, but
Anything.
on the album, and I always like asking musicians about this, is there any like interesting instrument or something that you've kind of brought in that maybe you haven't used in the past, or a different element? I mean, we asked this to...
Yeah. And they did
They
this.
said one of the drum tracks has a belly slap as one of the. He's like, he literally slapped my belly against the microphone because
true story.
it was the only sound that they could somehow get. I don't know if you do belly
don't-
slaps.
amazing.
Or,
I don't know how we're ever going to beat a belly slap. That's definitely the most interesting instrument I've heard being used. So
We actually have our production pastor at church has learnt the key to getting like a good snare sound out of slapping his belly button. And so I've always wanted to use that
this
sometime.
is a sign. We're going to get him in.
Maybe
We're gonna
we have to get him in.
More
That's
belly
gonna be the
button.
key.
More belly. Yeah.
I got a fever.
I got a fever.
Yeah.
I I can imagine that the impact of your music is far-reaching outside of your own church. There must be some really encouraging words from some people who've been inspired. Maybe they were on a different path and they've straightened up because of some of the lyrics or some of the impact that the music has had. Any stories that you've heard from different people?
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest inspirations for us. Obviously, we write first and foremost to connect our church to God in times of worship, but then obviously, it goes out and other people hear it. One of our favorite stories is a friend of ours. She got a message that a friend of hers was randomly tuning in to a live stream we were doing, which had like 5 people on it, but she literally came across a live stream, went to listen to the whole album. She was far away from God at the time, and by the end of the listen through that EP, she'd rededicated her life to Christ, and she went along to church that weekend and got back into her relationship with God and got plugged back into church. So for us, that's kind of why we do what we do.
Yeah, man.
For those amazing stories like that.
That's awesome.
Live this morning to play a brand new song off the EP Desert River. It is out today. Everywhere you find your music, so Google that and you know where to grab it. Check it out. Some great songs on there. Really, really special. So they're going to be performing Mighty Name for us live this morning. Pretty excited about this. Got a little teaser of it a moment ago during sound check, and things are sounding good, team. So, yeah.
Sometimes that's all you can hope for.
Well, this morning, I have not been bringing the A game on the voice, so I'll leave that to you guys. When you're ready, take it away and make sure you check out the new EP.
All right. Exalted One, upon the throne, I give my life to sing your song. In everything my heart will sing to bring you praise, my offering. It's the mighty name of Jesus that stands above them all. It's the mighty name of Jesus we worship and adore. You gave your life to set me free. I'll walk with you for eternity. It's the mighty name of Jesus that stands above them all. It's the mighty name of Jesus we worship and adore. Your name moves mountains. Your name is breakthrough. Your name is sovereign. The mighty name. Your name moves mountains. Your name is breakthrough. Your name is sovereign. The mighty name of Jesus. The mighty name of Jesus. All the honor, all the praise, all to you, the mighty name. All the glory to the King, Jesus Christ, the mighty name.
the praise. All to you, the mighty name. All the glory to the King, Jesus Christ, the mighty name. Your name moves mountains. Your name is breakthrough. Your name is sovereign. The mighty name. Your name moves mountains. Your name is breakthrough. Your name is sovereign. The mighty name of Jesus.